Happy day, happy way, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the return of Cocktails and Conversations. I believe we're on episode 8 already. And today's theme, what we're going to be discussing, is the time that's left. But wait and hold that thought for a minute, because we have kind of a little assignment going with Todd's book. So today, being Cinco de Mayo, we took a little poll on Instagram. Thank you for those that participated. And Classic Margarita was the cocktail of choice by a long shot. And you guys kind of disappointed me because I did not vote for that. I voted for the mezcal and sangrita, which sounded really interesting. But if you've got your copy of the book, okay, here we go. Margarita, simple ingredients, it's okay. If you've got a premix, it's okay. If you've got a non-alcoholic version, which is all the rage with adaptogens lately. But either way, we're going to honor ourselves with a special glass and a special unique time to sit and think about some of the things that we're going to discuss in tonight's theme. So first, all right, let me just grab these. The margarita recipe in the book is whether you prefer salt on the rim or not, okay? 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, and a 1/2 ounce of agave syrup with a lime wheel for garnish. Beautiful. Take this ugly sticker out of here. Beautiful painting by Todd. Beautiful history of the margarita. Respect for Cinco de Mayo Day and the history that they include. I am also going to tell you while the book is open that for those of you that get into the Kentucky Derby and enjoy your own little mint julep, 2 pages down is a mint julep recipe for you to imbibe upon tomorrow when you're watching your horse cross the finish line. Mine always comes in last. It's every year. I've decided I'm saving money. I'm just not going to bet on anybody this year. So off we go into margarita. I have mine mixed on the side. You're going to hear a little shaking going on, and truth be told, I add a little jalapeno juice to mine just to make it a little punchy. So we'll appreciate this story. I went out specifically to purchase a glass of choice that made me happy because I did not have a proper margarita glass. I have my little rim with salt haphazardly done. So happy Cinco de Mayo, and off we go. Wow, that's good. Okay, we're talking about 2 things here. We're talking about the time we have left. And why are we talking about that? Oh, that's so depressing. No, it's not. Because I discovered a book last summer that's called Shift into a Higher Gear. And it is by Delatoro McNeil II. I first discovered him on one of the morning talk shows. Very vibrant speaker, very energetic. And I started reading the book in my downtime over last summer. Really motivational, inspirational thoughts. Very, very thin read. It's available on Amazon. And here was the eye-opener. One of the first chapters when you crack it open. Delatoro states that, and this is an international stat supplied to us from the United Nations, the international average life expectancy is 72.6 years. Don't have a heart attack. Many of us live years and years and years beyond it. That is an international average, but let's just say that we take that number for argument's sake. What he instructs you to do in the book is to take 72.6 and subtract your current age from that, okay? Now, if you're older, you're already on the plus side, right? So for most of us, 72.6 minus your current age will yield a figure. That, Delatoro says, are the number of summers you have left. I was like, oh, oh my God, it was a real wake up moment for me. Cause for panic. And he says, no cause for panic. This is a way of shocking yourself into the fact that we all have a finite time here, and we all should be focused on making the best, most powerful, and positive experience out of it that we can. Now, a couple episodes back, last weekend's theme, we were talking about do-overs. And we were saying if you had to do it again, if you had to make the choices, whether go to college, not to go to college, move to Idaho, don't move to Idaho, et cetera, et cetera. It's not just about relationships. What would you do over? Where would that path have led you? That's a question that'll never be answered, right? But then the subtext of what we got into was saying, what's a do-over you still have management over? In other words, if I said to you, what's a relationship you wish you could do over with a friend or a family member that went awry? You still have time to do it over and fix it. That was the point, that we have lots of opportunities that sometimes we think are periods on the sentence, which really just are dots waiting for more action. All right, so now this weekend's theme, we always bring in appreciation, we always bring in positivity, but now we have a little math equation to do. I want you to take out your notebook. I don't have a notebook, get a notebook. Because this is what's going to make this fun and very thoughtful, because what we're doing, this whole reason we're doing cocktails and conversations is we're taking our Friday nights and we are very carefully carving a moment for you and a moment for me to sit in kind of the solitude of our own thought, time away from our families, our partners, our friends, the world, our job. Embrace the moment that we're sitting in and think about something that matters. Think about something that will alter our life in a positive way these coming few days that we're together. So, with the remaining summers you have left, in your notebook, write what you need to do before they all expire. What relationships you want to establish. I had a nice list here. I'm going to read it from my notes. Is there something unsaid you need to say? Is there something or some experience that's left undone? Is there a feeling that's been unknown to you? Look at the number of summers you have left and do the math and prioritize what those things that you have this time to do. Prioritize what they are, what's most important, put them top of the list. This was a really powerful exercise for me. Not only was it like that wake-up call about where you are in your life at any given moment, but it was also a wake-up call to so many opportunities that we all have left, to do the things that we've always wanted to do, perhaps to do some things that were in our do-over list, that we still have time to change and alter. It ain't over till it's over, and it ain't over right now. So what we're going to be talking about and focusing on this weekend's theme is what we have yet to do in life. Does it make an impact? Is it make a difference? Is it those things on the other list I read? There's something in all of us that is left undone, and we have so much time to make it happen. But we need to think about it and source it and recognize it in order to make the change and make the experiences happen and make the conversations that have been unsaid happen, to repair the relationships that we might want to circle back and try again, to read the book that we never made time to sit down and read or reread because it was our favorite, to do small tasks like sit on the porch tonight, enjoying your cocktail and listening to the songs that you love that bring back memories. Life is very, very simple, my friends. We make it more complex than it needs to be. And the opportunity for appreciating the abundance that's always all around us is something that sometimes takes somebody to make you stop and think about in a different and new way, and a little bit jarring way too. So as we imbibe, I want to leave you with a couple thoughts. First of all, it's Cinco de Mayo. Use your head. There's a thing called Uber. If you're out in the world and you're enjoying the spectacle of this holiday we all look forward to on the 5th of May, be responsible and think about the other people out there who are not drinking and who might be impacted on your poor choice. Second of all, take your notebook out, whether it's tonight, if you have plans, whether it's tomorrow morning. Remember, we're honoring ourselves by using our best and most cheery selections, our quality goods, because we're worth it. We're going to take a moment of contemplation. We're going to do that simple math equation, and we're really going to consider what we have left to do in the time that's left. And I've got a great quote of the day to close. Here we go. Ready? Do what makes you happy. The days aren't coming back. With that, I leave you on this Friday. Thank you for joining me for Cocktails and Conversation. Tomorrow, we're going to have a moment of appreciation on my Instagram account for you to possibly drink in and to perhaps encourage you to share yours with all of us. Please comment, guys. Please share what's on your list, what's in your heart, what's on your mind, whether you like this content idea or not. This is a community, and we've got to amp the conversations up to know what each other is thinking and how we're all impacted by this positive noise that I'm presenting to you every Friday night. So until tomorrow, thank you for coming for the ride. Please stay for the journey. I'll see you tomorrow on the Uplift.